Good morning. Welcome to Spring Piston Rifle Fever and Bible and Strength. I thought I would share with you a little motivation out of an old Hard Gainer magazine. Try not to share too much because I don't want to get nailed for copyright things. This one was called 20 Rep Squatting Magic. So it'll take a few minutes for me to read, but it's pretty motivating. It says, during my strength training career, I found that the squat to be the most productive movement for me. I absolutely love the squat. It is without a doubt my favorite exercise. Squats, in my opinion, are the most result-producing and effective means to adding tremendous amounts of muscle and might. Squats by themselves can constitute a workout if they are performed properly using impeccable form and working brutally hard, especially when performed 20 rep style, but with the proviso that your body structure will allow you to perform them safely. You've got to work up to the poundage of at least 150%, preferably more, of your body weight for no less than 20 reps. They can literally transform a wreck of a person, a veritable bag of bones, into a human gorilla. It's that good of a movement. As a matter of fact, the very heavy poundages I work out with nowadays in all of my exercises are the direct result of the solid foundation I built by devoting massive amounts of Herculean effort on 20 rep squats. If you're truly serious about realizing your inherent potential for size and strength, you need to make a gargantuan effort towards learning how to squat, and then actually squatting hard and eventually heavy. High rep squats are a fantastic total body exercise and serve as the perfect example of just what basic compound movements properly performed and worked brutally hard can accomplish. Superb development of the entire leg structure, even the calves, work during the movement, great development of the hip muscles, significant development and condition of the lower back muscles, great expansion of both rib cage and shoulder girdle, increasing the potential for substantial upper body gains, enormous conditioning effects of the whole cardiorespiratory system, plus fantastic gains in the body endurance, strengthening the internal organs by the movement of the diaphragm for deep breathing, heavy breathing, building a very strong and powerful body that exudes self-confidence, vibrant health, superb vitality, and an indestructible power of the will, increasing your feeling of physical prowess, which instills a feeling that you can whip your weight in mountain lions. Quite a list that he has there. All right. Quite a multitude of benefits from just one basic exercise. Wouldn't you agree? When I embarked on my first 20 rep squat program, I weighed a slender 176 pounds. At 6 foot tall, I barely could squat my body weight in reps, and I'd already been lifting weights for over 10 years. At that time, my long-term goal was to increase my body weight to a solid muscular 200 pounds, which meant that I would have to work up to squatting 300 pounds 20 times as a bare minimum. The 150% goal made the reference to earlier definitely a worthwhile goal to strive for. Well, 28 months and 44 pounds later, I raised my squat to a very respectable 350 pounds for 20 reps and weighed a solid and very muscular 220 pounds. I annihilated my original target. My dedication determination and fortitude during this period never wavered. I remembered thinking that nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, was going to stop me from getting substantially bigger and stronger and achieving my goal. This was the actual program I used with starting poundages. Squat 135 for 20, straight arm pull over, bench press 95 pounds for 10, bent over row 95 pounds for 10. The routine was performed faithfully twice a week and roughly over a year and a half. The only changes I made during that time were to switch to dips and chins for the bench and row on occasion, and when both my mind and body yearned for a change, then the routine would be as follows, plus warm-ups. Squats, pullover, dip, and chin up. Every attempt was made to add weight to all my exercises. Eventually, the squats. Every attempt was made to add weight to my exercises, especially the squats, whenever possible, while always making a concerned effort to utilize impeccable form. This usually amounted to 1.25 pounds per increment most of the time, but there was the occasional workout, not as often as I would have liked, when I would feel incredibly strong, invincible almost, and I added 2.5 pounds to the bar. After every grueling set of squats, I would literally have to crawl over to the flat bench where I would perform pullovers. I planned a 1 to 2 week layoff was taken every 3-4 months to keep from overtraining and maintain an appetite for and enthusiasm for lifting. This time off allowed my body and mind to recover fully during the layoff. I would swim, jog, perform some light calisthenics, and stretch a few times a week. When I returned to the gym to train again, I felt rejuvenated and energized and more than ready to hit the iron harder than ever. Having worked up to handling 275 pounds on the bar in the squat, I hit a wall and a plateau for weeks. I kept trying harder and harder, but to no avail. I attempted to squat just once a week to help break through the barrier. I found at a point in my training I would lose some of my strength, but I continued to squat for 20 reps twice a week. Was too much for my body and my mind to handle, so I made a second squat workout a single work set of only 5 reps following warm-ups, of course. This allowed my body to become accustomed to heavier weight and not cut into my recovery as much as the 20 rep squats. So at one time I performed 20 rep squats and the other a 5 rep set with the heavier weight. It turned out to be a tremendous psychological boost to handling much more weight than, I gotta get a drink of coffee, sorry. Handling much more weight than my set of 20s. Plus, I was getting the feel of handling over 300 pounds on my back. At this time, I made a few other changes to my routine. I reduced the overall volume because I wanted to hit even harder, fewer work sets. I would now be performing. I also dropped the bench press and row and substituted the overhead press and the stiff-legged deadlift. I wanted to strengthen and condition my lower back directly and to hit my upper back pushing structure with a different movement. Also, from the past experience, I found that stiff-legged deadlifts hit my upper back very hard as well. These 2 exercises work just once a week. Here's what my program of work sets looked like for the final 10 months. Day 1, squat, pullover, leg raise, and sit-up. And day 2 was squat, overhead press, and stiff-legged deadlift. Direct ab work was included. Now, day 1, I could totally focus on and blast my 20 rep squats since it was the only core lift I was working in that first workout of the week. My body and mind responded so favorably to the changes that I was catapulted to well over beyond my original goal of squatting 300 for 20. Nutrition. Here's what the menu of that one followed while I was on 20 rep squatting program. It belonged to tremendous amounts of effort and ton of rest, contributed to tremendous success. And I'm going to skim over this very fast. So he ate breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, supper, and bedtime. He had 2 big glasses of milk on every time he ate. He was also eating lots of meat every time he ate, and cheese, and fruits and vegetables. So in bedtime, he made a blender bomb with peanut butter, banana, and honey, sandwich, and whole bread, wheat, and two glasses of milk. I think that was an either or. Yeah. No supplements of any kind were consumed except one multivitamin, 1 to 2 times daily. Conclusion, it was through persistent application and pouring forth of massive amounts of unadulterated, brutal effort together with good recovery that real physical training success is attained. Every one of you has been blessed with the potential to be vastly improved your physique, no matter what your ultimate goals are. Weight training helps to better serve your body's needs and further enhances your capacity to enjoy life. Being able to subject your body to the rigors of regular 20-rep squatting is a gift. Enjoy, cherish, savor those opportunities to battle brutally heavy, excruciatingly uncomfortable, massively demanding, stomach-churning, mind-numbing, gut-wrenching, tear-forming, sweat-drenching, muscle-screaming reps to achieve results will both amaze and astound you. Reveal the tremendous sense of accomplishment in knowing that you're building your body and mind and spirit by pushing yourself far beyond what most lifters are capable of or could tolerate even just a little. Dare to take a chance and set yourself apart from the majority. Release the iron warrior that is dormant within you. When you go into battle every few days or so, attack your 20-reppers with a vigilance, implement your plan of action, emerge victorious. You must never, never give up. The gym is your battlefield, your domain. You own it. You are the one in charge. The boss, the chief honcho, the big cheese, the top dog, the big kahuna. You get the picture. So right now, this very minute, make up your mind to build a mighty will, and from this day forward, make each and every workout count. 20-rep squats have worked for me, and they most certainly will do the same for you, providing, as earlier, you can perform them safely. So that's it for this. Personally, I have done 20-rep squats. I didn't really do them. Well, I did them on purpose once before, and I only got so far. My form wasn't very good, and I needed to learn to squat better. And this was before I was in the Marine Corps. After the Marine Corps, I had bought a set of 300 pounds barbell set. And eventually, my squat crept up to, I was doing sets of 8. Eventually, my squat crept up to 300 pounds with 8 reps. All I had was 300 pounds. So every workout after that, I would add 1 rep, a rep or 2. And I continued this for very many months on end until eventually I squatted 300 pounds 25 times. But I got sidetracked because I bought more weight and I thought that heavier training with lower reps was better. But going back, I wish I could have kept the reps up high and just started adding small amounts of weight to see where I would have gone during that venture. My best squatting, I think I was doing a program that was insane, which I'll talk about at a different time, was 455 for 4 or 5 reps. So that's all I got to say about that. If you like the video, give it a like. Definitely give it a subscribe. I would highly appreciate that. And question and comment, and you have a great day.